Excuse me, but when the fuck did Keith Ballard become a furry? What? What a thread to find. Now, the last thing I said that is related to furries got me a warning. Oh, that's some bonus lore right there. Why is that the thing that's happening to you? It's a recurring furry alarmist in the Wikitubia back forums. But I need to know, when did Keith Ballard become a furry and why? I'm not hating on him because I am a furry myself. Oh, I have a protogen avatar. Wait, this is so confusing. Why are you reacting this way if you're a protogen to someone being a... Oh, the internet's so weird. I'm not hating on him because I'm a furry myself, but I am so confused on why he's a furry. Why? Oh, well, first of all, the question in the title is when, but the question in the body is why, and those are two different questions. So, so that's already a problem for you, isn't it? Why? It's so weird being a public figure, man. People talk about you in the strangest ways on the internet. What is this thread? Let's see, Birdman Days says since 2022, it's fine though, who cares? No, I've been a furry since like 2006 or 7 or something. It's just I switched my branding to furry. I guess that's could be what you mean, but it's like, no. Unauthorized person. Why the fuck do you care so much? What if you mind your own business and let him be whatever he wants? This is a surprisingly supportive thread so far. People on Wikitubia are just like, what are you complaining about? What are you even making a big deal about on this? So many other parts of the internet, people will be like, ew, people are freaks. There might not be a single comment in this thread. Everyone's just chill. Some guy says, I don't know, just let him be. Why are you putting so much thought into something harmless? What? People are different? I gotta make a post about this. OP came back with additional context. I remember watching one of his playthroughs when he was a furry. That's just the voice I'm giving them, apparently. I think, and I quite enjoyed it. I never completed it, but I did enjoy it. Even when people like my Let's Plays, they don't finish them. This is completely true in my analytics. Nobody, please watch my videos all the way through. I'm dying. My children are starving. I never completed it, but I did enjoy it. Then I saw one of his videos with this Fursonen thumbnail with this very similar layout before he was a furry. And I didn't thought, oh, Keith Ballard became a furry. You said it was before I was a furry. People are so bad at writing. But I didn't thought, oh, Keith Ballard became a furry, like I thought the creator of that video was like a completely different YouTuber. So that's just so happened to share the same video layout as Keith Ballard. And only recently that I realized that the creator of that video is Keith Ballard. Now you're probably wondering, how did you not recognize his name? And it is because I can't read. It is only just recently, I think, I learned his YouTube channel, which is my name. It's just my literal actual name. The double qualification of I didn't learn the name, but also but also you can't read. It's fine. Sometimes you just like watch apparently part of one Let's Play that someone did, and then you look later and they are in a different place in their life. Okay. And to everyone, thank you for not ignoring this discussion. I hope I can be part of this community without being that creature that everyone fears to meet. This person interacts very strangely with the world. Some of you are reacting like the OP is projecting hostility to the fact the subject in question is a furry, completely missing the fact that the OP has a protogen profile picture. Truly something. That's part of the mystery. The behavior is so strange. People, I get it. I had, all the way back in 2011, I had videos that I made that were kind of responses to other people and so on, and they were received very poorly because when you're young, you struggle to measure how your behavior is received by other people. You struggle to understand like what it's like to be on the receiving end of the words you're saying and so on, but like it's like impossible to phrase this way, the way you are without making it sound like an accusation. Thank you for defending me. Also in this post I said I am a furry myself, so yeah. Why do you act like this is huge news, though? Because when I first realized it, the realization hit me like a truck. Why would it hit you like a truck? You're a furry. What does that mean? You're not even being like, yay, he's one of us, or anything. You're just like looking at it like it's a spectacle, which is a weird way to react to a community that you're supposedly a part of. But also, why would you react? Why would the realization hit you like a truck when you weren't even a long-term fan? You just watched part of one game that I covered once in my 15-year career of doing Let's Plays, and we're like, I guess I'll tuck that away in the back of my brain. I half remember this person exists. I don't even know them well enough to know their name, but finding out that they're a furry later on will hit me like a truck. What do you mean? Not to be rude, but why do you need to know when someone became a furry? Accommodation of my own curiosity, plus the shock factor of it. You might have an unhealthy relationship with the furry fandom as a furry if you're going to refer to someone being a furry as shock factor. Like stigma, it's almost like a stigmatization of the community, right? Like, it's weird to be like, what is he, some kind of freak? And I'm like, for being in the same community as you? Like, it's such a strong reaction. Oh, this is a weird one. July Nightlight says, I don't know him so well, but probably for commissions or something. Many furry artists gain too much money by commissions and way more if they make explicit content. There's so many problems here. Multiple problems here. First of all, the premise of the thread is, why did this YouTuber become a furry? Because it's like, it's Wikitubia. It's a website about YouTuber wikis. So like, inherently, you can probably assume that a YouTuber becoming a furry is probably not becoming a furry artist that then makes money off of furry commissions. Relatively few people on YouTube also do art commissions in general. Like, I think Joe Cat might do that, and he's not even a furry quite or something. But like, so just weird leap to jump to the idea that I'm the artist and not the person paying for the commissions. Which, yes, that can be expensive if you keep buying a bunch of commissions. But like, I cannot stress this enough, and people miss this all the time because they see like a furry post where it's like, over cyan, or someone posts a thirst trap thingy, and you see like a big price tag for the YCH or the commission thing of like, this person charges $200, this person charges $350, that person charges $700, and you're like, wow, that guy's fucking loaded. He's probably living in a Logan Paul McMansion, and you're like, no. Like, I understand 100%. Big number. We grew up as little kids being like, oh, that's a video game console. That's a big number. But like, a big number does not a living make, especially a big number in a vacuum. I cannot stress this enough. Everybody has a really unhealthy reaction to furry artists, and they don't understand how much money they actually make. Almost no furry artists that you know of even make a living off of doing their furry commissions. Even if they seem to be selling a bunch of furry commissions, a lot of them are either just getting by while being a full-time student, or a lot of the older artists are doing supplementary income in addition to their day job. So many people that draw incredible art that is on my wall and that I can't wait to do a commission for, but also I have to save up because it is expensive, and that's like the people that are like, that would be a milestone type of commission for me. You follow their socials and you'll see them referring to their job because they have a day job still, because while the furry art can be some supplemental income and can be helpful, you have to make so much money from furry commissions to make a living. Like, it's really easy to look at paper and be like, wow, $400 commission. That's expensive. Maybe I shouldn't pay for that, which is fair, but it's also fair that they charge for it. But think about how many $400 commissions it would take to make like $60,000 a year, which is like below average for my state, basically. Like, it's like an acceptable amount of money. You're probably splitting rent with other people and not living in your own place, but like, you can get by that kind of meager furry artist existence. There are like a handful of furry artists in the entire world that make bank, and they're still not like rich. They're just like decent business owner rich. Like, they're like more comfortable, and maybe they even have a house, and that's like the ceiling of the entire fandom in terms of making money. Like, there are not actually loaded rich furry artists in the entire fandom, basically, because it's just, people look at big number and don't understand the actual scale of making a living in a year, which is weird because most of you do that. Like, just no one does math for a second. Come on, man. But anyway, that whole, yeah, no, multiple dumb things about that. But yes, I do draw furry art, and I do draw explicit art and so on, and that is fun, but I don't do commissions. I do trades sometimes, but I'm very slow and shit, but I'm working on it. But I do not want to deal with the emotional stress of owing somebody art because they paid me money. I'm already kind of doing that a little bit over the coffee donation things, but I'm almost done. One more of those, and then I don't have a queue. This one guy's response does intrigue me, though. Sticking Keys says, the information is in his page, ellipses, which, like, fair. We're on a Wikitopia page. That implies I have a wiki page. Should I... Am I afraid to find out what my wiki page... What the fuck does my wiki page say? I have a wiki. That's a weird thought to think about. Let's see. Profile Keith Ballard Style Gaming. Date joined July 19th, 2006. Yep. I registered my account all the way back when YouTube was like a brand new website. Videos 19,000. Yep, that's true. It links to my locked and abandoned Twitter account. Ew. Get rid of that. They've got some accurate information here. First viewed video, Outlast Part 1. Most viewed video, Wasteland Part 2. That was a weird thing. I played Wasteland 2, the director's cut, and I had a special hack where I'm like, I should just cover director's cuts of CRPGs because they do weirdly well back when I was doing well at Let's Playing. Because, like, everyone would come in to cover the CRPG when it first comes out. But then the director's cut comes out a year later, and people don't want to go back and cover the same game twice with slight differences. So if I came late to the game and covered the director's cut, I'd be like the only search result for the director's cut. And when I covered the director's cut of Wasteland 2 specifically, Brian Fargo, one of the co-creators of Fallout and Wasteland and so on, shared my fucking playthrough, and it became the most successful playthrough on my entire channel. Just weird, pointless lore, but I'm like, that's just, it came back to me immediately. I'm like, that was an experience. It's like how on the Sad Games, my old channel with Andrew that I ran since 2011, which is where if you're wondering about the 15 years of math, but you look at my channel and see that the oldest video on it's from 13 years ago or something, I think. The 15 years is because I was doing the Sad Games with Andrew. And on that channel, we did a playthrough of Artemis, that like spaceship Star Trek bridge simulator thing where everyone has separate computers and they do a LAN party of Star Trek all at once and run an entire thing together. That got shared by the Penny Arcade report. It's like these third parties can like really make your videos take off by just using them as like a link in their coverage or so on. All right, what the fuck does my article say? Keith Ballard, also known as Sebastian SB. Yep. Sebastian SB was just my ancient handle on Xbox 360 as my gamer tag, and then it was my handle in a bunch of things, and I just kind of got stuck with it. So like my Twitter and my Patreon URLs were just that, and I was like, I guess I'll leave it. An American gaming YouTuber who created his channel back in 2006 but started making videos back in 2013. Since then, he has done Let's Plays of various games of all different series and genres. He has a second channel, Boring Keith, although being created on June 11th, 2021. His first video posted on the channel was on July 19th, 2021. The use of although, like it's a contradiction or a clarification or a big surprise. Did you know that you register an account a month before you make videos on it? Almost like you might want to like do some basic table setting to make sure the account's set up. Like is that interesting lore? That's a whole sentence of my biography, is that I registered my video essay account a month before I uploaded to it? Cool. This channel gained 46.8 thousand subscribers. You never said how many subscribers my main channel had. His most popular Let's Play, we're done with my video essays, it's cool, it's my primary cultural export, it's my most impactful thing in my life. It's been a life-defining, earth-shattering fucking experience for me, and is way more important than games I've played, but sure, let's just pivot back to talking about my Let's Plays. Who wrote this? His most popular Let's Plays include Wastelander 2, that's not what it's called Wasteland 2. Divinity Original Sin 2, Samurus 3, Dark Souls 2 Skull of the First Sin, and Salt and Sanctuary, among others. His first Let's Play was of Outlast. He's done hundreds of games over the years, and has many series that he's frequently returned to, such as Dark Souls, Mario, Sonic the Hedgehog, the Legend of Zelda series, among others. That's 2 among others in the writing here. Some more recent Let's Plays with now Let's Play is hyphenated. There's a lot of changes. They're changing their mind constantly about how to phrase this. Some more recent Let's Plays he's done are Lethal Company, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Air Tree, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, and a few others. He also has a Patreon page. Now, I guess we know exactly what month that bit was added in. You could just go back in a time capsule. Like, when was he playing Lorelei and the Laser Eyes and Elden Ring? We'll add this bonus snapshot in the middle of his fucking wiki. Oh, I'm sorry. I find this disproportionately funny for some reason. I think it's just the mix of like weird writing, the like complete like ADHD topic changing of like, do you know he has a video essay channel? That's funny. Anyway, we're just not going to talk about it. We're going to just list a bunch of games he was playing in like March 2025 or something out of nowhere. On May 28th, 2022, his first video with his furry character avatar was used in a thumbnail soon after he came out as gay. Soon after that, his avatar in the thumbnails would slowly start to change into his furry character. There's more text dedicated to that, I think, than my video essay channel itself. So like, it's missing the entire context of me making the Beastars video, and then that being my big coming out to my audience, and then that being punctuated by me like converting my branding slowly over on my other channels and so on. Editing Keith here. So, watching this back, I am aware I'm kind of being a dick here, but I do think that it's just kind of worth recognizing the absurdity of the situation. Like, just like the previous thread where somebody was failing to understand how their tone comes across and how their question plays the moment it's received by anyone else in the world, this Wikipedia page, which is what could have saved them from their fate, is itself just content slop. It doesn't serve any particular purpose. It has this strange straddling of having deemed me as being worthy of recognition and worthy of a wiki page, but not being able to justify that by actually saying anything about me that would justify anyone bothering to read about me. So the best they can do is be like, this channel exists. It has some subscribers and some videos. The end.
I see a room.
And what's in the room?
There are some walls and some ceilings. Wait, just one ceiling.
And that's just like a fundamental failure to communicate. Like, there's a story to be had, but no one thought to find it, but they thought to project the pretense that there was a story to tell without telling the story. It's just so weird. The internet's so weird. This is just a bad page. I don't know if anyone wants to write a better one. In all honesty, I don't feel like I need a Wikitubia page, but if there's going to be one, this does not give you any kind of snapshot of who I am. It would necessitate, if you were curious about why and when did I become a furry or whatever, it would necessitate asking in a thread, because the wiki page is so shit that it has almost no information. It doesn't say when I became a furry in any real way. It just says that on my Let's Play channel I changed my thumbnails at a certain date, and that date is wrong. So it's both wrong about the when and also doesn't bother to answer the why, which is if we're going to do the historian bit, I've been a furry since the mid-2000s. I discovered it back in like middle school and high school. I don't have perfect history on that shit. I just was looking up werewolves and shit. But I was a furry the whole time, but I came out as furry on the video essay channel via the Beastars video at the end, which at the time, which sometimes people watch that and like, is this supposed to be a surprise? Of course you're gay. But I was making it while I was still in the closet, and so it was coming out to my audience, to random passersby that click on the video now because it's like 1 million views and it escaped containment and all that. It's much less surprising that I'm gay, but if you were part of that original handful of thousands of people that watched it before it became a popular video, it would have been a surprise. It was a shock. People were like, oh fuck, and they were like drawing my character immediately, and I was like walking around San Francisco and kind of just vibing, and I went to the gay town the day my gay video came out to just kind of like synergy that, I guess, and just kind of like go to some queer sites while coming out publicly and just kind of deal with the stress by doing something else that day. And I remember receiving messages from people that day with drawings of my persona, which was incredible. Just had no idea that kind of experience was going to be coming my way, that people are going to be drawing my persona at me within hours of my video coming out. That was super cool. But yeah. Sorry everyone. This was a stupid video. I'm probably gonna post it because I've been afraid of my channel lately. That last video was about like kind of important. I know it was about shitty, stupid Twitter drama, so the video was kind of unimportant, but it was talking about a bunch of important stuff like racism and in-group, out-group stuff and bullying and trauma and incel ideology and toxic nerd shit that I'm trying to unpack in general on the channel. Two of the things I'm keep coming back to is I keep trying to tell people that social media is just kind of bad and that Twitter is really bad, and you should question how it makes you interface with society and groups of people and all that, and how it gives you preconceived notions that you shouldn't be having, and that has the overlap with being a nerd, and how you can, from some past experiences, then give yourself excuses to treat people like shit preemptively for the rest of your life and so on, which I was trying to get through in that video. But it's also mired in all this other stuff where it's like, oh, are we ready to fully break down colorism and stuff like that in a off-the-cuff rant video? That video paradoxically did like super well. It's like the best performing video on the entire channel, and so it had the effect of me coming back from like a month-long break because I just got too busy to then making this video, which then stressed me out so much I have now taken another month-long break because I'm like just cannot get through a video on this channel because I'm like too stressed out about what to put on it and overthinking that, and I keep like losing my thread mid-video and be like, ugh, but this is just very funny to me. So I think I want to share this with the world.
Oh, it's you. God, you working this late?
Yeah, around the clock, bro. Duty calls.
Yeah, Billy didn't come this way, did he?
Who?
Short guy. Red suit.
Oh, I actually don't see red.
That's not helpful at all, actually.
Well,
So,
now that you learned something about me, how about something about you?
Oh, he's got such game. I'm envious of this man.
Sonny's oblivious.
I wonder what their most recent video is. Excuse me, but when and how did Saber Spark become a furry? You have to stop. I am a dum-dum. You have to stop.